It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
The president making a lot of headlines with that. And look, we'll get to the Prime Minister of Canada and those headlines in just a second, but I want to just go to what he just said about the shutdown in Washington. And of course, he talked about the politics of it, but government is in his hands now. I mean, that's basically what Democrats have done by forcing this shutdown. And he told us exactly what he plans to do. And with Trump, you should always listen. So he says, I will cut billions of dollars in waste and abuse. He has Russell Vought looking at doing this. The person he's put in charge to do this, he's ready to begin cutting the government. When asked about cutting time for that, when would it happen? He said, quote, in 4 or 5 days. I'll tell you which jobs I'll cut, which jobs he's not going to see coming back likely. I mean, these are big points, and they are not talking points. He is carving this out with specificity. I don't know if the Democrats are listening or not.
Okay, stop blocking old lady and children. Old women, single women, and children. Don't block nobody. Don't block nobody. They want to know. Y'all don't want to be blocked. Don't block them. But if you cuss in this chat, you will be out of here. Learn to misspell your cuss words. I don't know why we have it pinned at the top and you can't figure it out. It don't make no sense. Y'all want MAGA Mike to be MAGA, but then y'all don't want to act right. I'm here for y'all. I'm actually here for y'all. I'm here for y'all.
John Roberts, when you watch that, there are Americans watching this and wondering, they want to talk with their Democratic representatives, especially after that conversation.
Well, I think this is a lot of the pressure that the president is putting on Democrats to try to come to the table, to say, if you do not come to the table, if you don't open the government, there's going to be pain, and the pain will be laid at your feet. There will come a time in the not too distant future, and as you pointed out, he laid out a timeline of a few days when they have to start paring back jobs. It's not going to be furloughs. It's going to be layoffs. He wants to a large degree, as he pointed out earlier this year, remake government, and that could cost a lot of jobs. And he's going to say, Democrats, it's your fault that this is happening because you won't open the government with this CR that we're putting forward, which basically continues the spending levels as they were.
You know, Kayleigh, he also said in the mix of what John's talking about, all of this to get to a more balanced government. Who would argue against that?
Democrats.
Democrats.
Democrats who were very upset with DOJ. They were very upset with the cuts that took place there, the idea of balancing the budget, slimming down the government. They were anti that. But they have just laid a platter in front of the president and said, DOJ 2.0, have at it with this government.
I just want to say, listen, all right, we're going to take this serious because y'all don't really pay attention to what they really saying. MAGA, this is you. This is y'all. This is your show. This is the show y'all should be like, okay, there's the point. The Democrats are doing it. The Democrats are doing it. I'm throwing y'all off just like the president throws everything else off. If y'all control shit, we just troll. Cause politics don't matter, right? The real issues don't matter. Let's make a joke of it. Let's make a mockery of it. Let's not answer the real questions. But y'all don't want to get down to that. Because if we do get down to the real problem, who has the House? Who has the Senate? Who has the White House? It boils down to only one party. And you know, let's be honest with ourselves. We Americans. We here to express ourselves the freedom of speech without cursing, without downing each other. See, if you can say something in the chat without downing somebody, but speaking policies, then if it don't apply, let it fly. But y'all don't do that. So I gotta pander to the opposition, because I know who my base is, and I know who follow. Let's get to a resolution. The resolution is Republicans are not listening to the country. They're listening to one person, and they want to be a loyalist, and they want to sit back and allow things to happen that will directly affect the people in their communities, in their homes, directly affect their own parents, just to make a point. But it won't affect their parents because they have private insurance. But you got a sister, you got a cousin who's a mama, you got a second cousin. I don't know if white people have second cousins, but when you are in a black family, if you second, third, or your mama know my mama since they was kids, damn it, you my cousin, and I will always fight for you. Hey, that's just how we roll. And it just is what it is. Now I'm giving y'all a fair chance to. This is MAGA speaking up. This is the Republican Party speaking up. I got some more Republican Party speaking up.
Government shutdown. It's confounding. And Senator Tom Cotton said earlier that he thinks his colleague Chuck Schumer is holding out until this big rally in D.C. on October 18th to spice up this left-wing protest, and will only negotiate then. Well, how does that work, as you point out, with this 4 to 5 day timeline for these layoffs? They are laid at Chuck Schumer's feet. And just a reminder that Chuck Schumer, he passed 13 continuing resolutions during his tenure. He has a clean continuing resolution. All Democrats have to do is vote on it, but instead it is about catering to the left-wing base. That is the sole purpose for this. There's polls going back to January showing AOC 10 points ahead of Chuck Schumer in a primary. She's one of the most favorable Democrats in the entire party. Chuck Schumer's underwater. She's above water, and he is staring down a potential primary challenge in the end of his career. And he's been in that spot since Mike Johnson was in third grade. One shout out to you, Harris. You predicted this would end at 12:40. You were right on the money.
She got the over and under on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
One quick point just to roll off of Kayleigh. If Chuck Schumer is waiting until the 18th before he makes a move here, so much for the Democrats' contention that they need to put the enhanced Obamacare tax credits in this CR because they're running up against the November the 1st deadline.
Yep.
The president is saying, open the government now. Let's negotiate on this. But he wants to wait until the middle of the month.
So that's an excellent point. The other thing I picked up, October 15th, 3 days earlier, that's when the paychecks stop. And Chuck Schumer reportedly might want to have a rally on the 18th and stretch this out. This, Leslie, I have to come to you. This is now.
I got to say this. Do we have anybody besides John Thune, Stephen Miller, Mike Johnson, or the speaker of the no. What's that lady name? She's the press lady. Y'all know the greatest time in America was when I forgot that big lady's name, but she was during Trump's first presidency, and she would come on every day at like 11 o'clock around that time, and she would take questions at the White House. I forgot her name. She didn't answer one damn question, but now she's like some type of representative in Arkansas or something like that. That was the greatest time to watch TV because she was amazing. The way she dodged questions, man, it was amazing. No, not Caroline Lewitt. I don't. Oh, that's the new one. Caroline Lewitt is the new one. She not good. We need that up. That we need the big chick. Huckabee. Oh God, damn. Woo. She was amazing to watch. Sarah Huckabee, boy, she was amazing to watch. We don't even watch this new chick. She ain't shit. But that is that Sarah Huckabee. Woo wee. She had the whole first. Golly, boy, and she snapped back just like that, bro. I'm gonna get my homeboy on here. I'm gonna get my friend. Woo wee. Huckabee was the greatest, like, I don't know what they call him, like media person. She was the greatest. Like, damn, if Bill Clinton had Sarah Huckabee when he got caught getting his Peter sucked, and boy, nobody would have known nothing. Everybody would have been confused. Because we were so confused about what the hell was going on in the White House because Sarah Huckabee was the greatest. Y'all don't remember that time. Y'all act like y'all don't remember that time. That shit was great. We don't even pay attention to this. We don't even pay attention. We don't watch this lady. We don't watch her. She's not amusing. She's pretty. She got pretty privilege. That's it. She's stupid. She ain't even good. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, so, well, and look, oh, stop. This is now, so much now, because of what was just said in the Oval Office, ignoring the American people on your side of the aisle. How do you square that?
Harris, every poll that I have seen shows that the American people, not just now, but always historically blame the party in power. Republicans have the majority in the House. Republicans have the majority in the Senate. Republicans have the Oval Office. This is on them. They have the power to open the government. They have the power to shut down the government. With respect, Kaylee, to Chuck Schumer, when you said he's been staring this down since Mike Johnson was in grade school, well, he keeps getting reelected since Mike Johnson was.
Primaries him. Nope, if AOC primaries him, he's gone.
We just happen to know the date.
Oh, no. She walked him down with facts. Hey, Chuck Schumer was in office when Mike Johnson's parents was in grade school, and he still keep getting elected.
And you know what? That might be a good thing. That might be a good thing, because one thing that I definitely have said about my party is that we not only need changes in leadership, but everybody on the right talks about age and is concerned about age. Well, AOC is younger.
Do you want a socialist takeover?
No, I don't want a socialist takeover. I want the people to decide who they want to represent them in their state. I don't live in New York. I'm here right now. I'm in California. But I want the people of the state to decide who they want as their representation.
Which means a socialist will take over.
What about the country?
Well, if somebody wants that, look at Bernie Sanders has done very well, not just for Democrats, but for the state of Vermont.
That the Republicans have all the levers of government. It's interesting that you say that, though. We've never seen a president like President Trump who's about to use the power the Democrats have just handed him to try to balance the government and do the things that others haven't done. He'll get credit for that.
Well, and respectfully, I think that's part of the ignorance and incompetence that has infested.
Yo, I'm with Charlie Kirk on this shit. What the hell did she just... I'm just playing. I'm just playing black women. Don't jump me for this one. But we gotta run this back. What the hell did she just say? Y'all gonna be mad at me, but
that the Republicans have all the levers of government. It's interesting that you say that, though. We've never seen a president like President Trump who's about to use the power the Democrats have just handed him to try to balance the government and do the things that others haven't done.
he's not balancing anything. He's wielding all the power that he can not to balance anything. He wants to sway it one side. I'ma just skip to another point just cause I just want to just show this.
If I could make it 100% MAGA, I would.
Now that Americans will have
Listen.
operational control, do you want to see the algorithm suggest more MAGA-related content prioritized?
I always like MAGA related. If I could, I'd make it 100% MAGA related. It's actually a good question, but I would, yeah. If I could make it 100% MAGA, I would. But it's not going to work out that way, unfortunately. No, everyone's going to be treated fairly. Every group, every philosophy, every policy will be treated very fairly.
All right, so yeah, he said everybody will be treated fairly on the new TikTok. But what I'm telling you, if he had the power to do it, he would. And in this instance, what we talk about the government shutdown, what we talk about what's going on, what he wants to do in Portland, what he's did in Chicago, and what he tried to do in Memphis, but I think Memphis had a plan for because they knew he was coming. He wants to enforce what he wants to enforce, and that is a fact. Y'all gotta hear that. That's the truth. If he want it, he gonna get it. Unfortunately, TikTok, he gotta stay away from it. But I guarantee you, don't as a damn, I don't want to say that, but I want to say just don't be waving your blue flag, okay? Don't be waving your blue flag, because on this new TikTok, your blue flag will be suppressed. Just like MAGA is suppressed on TikTok right now, MAGA is suppressed on TikTok right now. Y'all might think I'm lying, but it's you got to search far and wide to find somebody talking about MAGA. So let's talk about MAGA.